Time is running out for Triple H. A beloved 42-year-old megastar of the WWE Universe has still never held the World Championship. Fans have waited year after year. Just once, they want to see him raise that prestigious world title high above his head. But the question is, will Triple H finally give him that golden opportunity one last time? In today's video, we'll break down why this might be the moment we've all been waiting for, and how Triple H's decision could change the course of WWE history. So don't go anywhere. Hit that subscribe button, smash the bell icon, and let's dive into this epic WWE drama. The initial phase of Triple H's time as the head of creative in WWE featured the rise of a certain megastar, LA Knight. Shortly after reverting to the LA Knight character following a short run as Max Dupri under the Vince McMahon regime, he experienced an unprecedented rise in popularity despite being booked as an underdog for months on end. Knight ended up missing WrestleMania 39 in LA despite the WWE Universe clamoring for a spot for the now two-time United States champion. Over the summer of 2023, Knight continued to talk trash like only he can while also delivering in the ring and developing a character the WWE Universe deeply resonates with. All this while, he continued to be a top merch seller with one of the most popular catchphrases, with everybody, in arenas and on the internet saying, "LA Knight, yeah." He went to feud with then undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns in the Bloodline, and his work during this time erased any doubts about his abilities and proved that he was a world champion caliber wrestler. And yet, somewhere along the way, Knight seems to have fallen off Triple H's priority list again. Recapping LA Knight's run on SmackDown. While LA Knight has had a fairly successful run over the past 2 years, one could argue that his booking and presentation have been somewhat inconsistent and underwhelming. Teaming up with John Cena was a bright spot, and so was his feud with Roman Reigns. An extended feud with Logan Paul had its hits and misses. However, underwhelming challengers for the United States Championship, followed by his title loss to Shinsuke Nakamura, remains one of the most baffling decisions in recent memory, especially considering how there was absolutely no follow-up on Nakamura and the U.S. Championship. Additionally, an influx of free agents has led to the return of iconic future Hall of Famers, as well as the emergence of new stars who require getting over, often at Knight's expense. This is perfectly fine in the grand scheme of things, but it does beg the following question. Where does LA Knight stand in the grand scheme of things? The ideal answer would be, as one of the most powerful men in the company, as Mr. Money in the Bank. Despite being a beloved babyface, Knight remains his brash and opportunistic self, which is what won the fans over in the first place. His personality thus aligns perfectly with the idea of an NITB contract holder. In a testament to his popularity, Knight enters his third NITB ladder match in 3 years as the sentimental favorite. Given his age, this might be his last real shot at being a world champion and a bona fide main event superstar. Let's be honest, Seth Rollins seems like the most probable winner of the briefcase, given his current role as perhaps a pillar of Monday Night Raw, his involvement in the world title picture, and the main event scene. What if there is anyone else who makes sense? It is LA Knight. The match lacks star power and genuine main event talent, with the likes of CM Punk, Sami Zayn, and others absent. Their failure to qualify serves as a pivotal plot point in their character arcs and the overall storyline. This leaves the room for Triple H to pleasantly shock the fans with LA Knight winning the NITB ladder match. Punk and Zayn could play spoilsport vis-a-vis Rollins and allow LA Knight to take the advantage. With the complex and interwoven main event picture across Raw and SmackDown, the addition of the megastar as Mr. Money in the Bank could further spice things up. With the added element of someone relatively newer to the high-stakes Game of Thrones but not necessarily caring about it, Knight holding that kind of power could further intensify ego clashes. All this while, all he'll need to do is bide his time till the time is right for him to cash in and become the new WWE World Champion. LA Knight remains one of WWE's most organically over stars. LA Knight didn't ride a viral moment or get an early rocket push. He clawed his way into relevance through promo skills and an old-school swagger that cut through the noise. In an era defined by scripted segments and overproduced personas, Knight's authenticity stood out.